Yes, you do need that to build Gundam models. I've been asked to show off my workspace and I have no problem doing that because for once it's actually clean enough to do so. But we're gonna do it by asking two questions. What do I use on most of my builds and what would you need for most of yours? So for example, these pencils and this weathering stuff I have is for doing battle damage on your Gunpla. I've done builds using light, medium, and heavy amounts of weathering. You don't need those. I've also got these washes which are not only responsible for panel lining but for filling in details such as the green on this Broly skirt. But you don't need those either. So you're probably thinking you need a scriber and a handle for it. That's how I did these lines on my high grade the O. I know, you must need the airbrush. I mean, after all, the airbrush is how I've done all of the painted works that you've seen so far and pretty much all of my other painted projects. And of course, we have my sandpapers. Maybe you don't need quite as much as I have because I have a lot. Now for some of the random ambient stuff on my desk. This Gundam head is actually like a mug, but on the inside, I keep extra unused sanding equipment because it's easier than hanging it up on the racks. And you know, speaking of those racks are just where I keep extra stuff like action bases and decals hanging. Anyway, your Gundam's gonna magically come out bad just because you don't have a whole tool shelf? Absolutely not. This is years worth of stuff that I've acquired, and I don't use every single one of these items in every single thing that I build. But if you are looking to customize or take things to the next level, you will eventually need some of this.